This video is about how to easily and quickly safeguard your computer against viruses, virus infections and crashes. Firstly, I suggest an option of preparing your computer by dividing the hard drive into at least two partitions, C and D. C will hold the operating system and D will hold all miscellaneous files like photos, music, downloads, Word files, etc. This is done because C drive, being the operating system, is usually corrupted and can be quickly restored because it is smaller than usually D drive. Details following. The second step is to make an image of all drives, then a rescue DVD or USB stick which can restart your computer and connect to your image for restoration. Details following. Now, what equipment do you need? An external hard drive capable of holding the images, probably a terabyte would be ideal, a DV disc or a USB stick for the rescue program, the free program AOS Partition Master, and the free program Macrium Reflect. Details following. To obtain AOS Partition Master, we go to the internet. I'm using Firefox, and we type in there it is, Partition Master, and we connect on the top one. We go to for Home and Home Office, Learn More, and we pull the page right down to the bottom where we come upon download for the free one. Then we come to the email address and we have to put in our email address. We click submit. And we go back up here to download now. And then we just save the file, come in on our downloads. And there's our epm.exe. So that's our AOS file. Then you just double click on that and execute it. On this computer I'm going to show you EOS Partition. You double click on the application. Yes. The main screen. It's quite an easy program to operate. It has good instructions. So here we are. So here's my C drive and D drive and the stick HH. So here it shows you the C drive, the main operating system. Then we have D drive, and this is an occupying space, the high blue. This is empty space at the end, empty space and full space. Here we have our stick, H drive, 14.91 gigabyte, 14.91 gigabyte, and then all the empty space here. So these can be manipulated, changed, reduce the spaces, put it over there or whatever you like. So the instructions are all over here. Copy a partition, merge a partition, convert to logical, change label, delete partition, format partition, wipe partition. So all the instructions are basically there. It's handy for other things, but it's an option for this exercise. Handy program to have. We will now download Macrium Reflect. So we go to Firefox. Macrium Reflect. Click on Macrium Reflect free. Download. Select home use. Up comes reflect dl.exe. Save file. Go to our downloads. And we say yes. And that will load it. We're now going to run Macrium Reflect. So we have an icon on the screen, Reflect. So we double click there. So yes. So it automatically examines the system. And so here we have our whole system. Here's C drive, here's D drive, there's a stick I have in there, and here I have my 2 terabyte, it's actually 1.82 terabyte, where I save my images. So create an image of the partition required to back up and restore Windows. So now we can select our primary C drive here, and also we can back up later on the D drive. And these are other ones in the system. So we just want to back up the C drive. That's 97.6 gigabyte. You can see the difference between C drive and D drive. D drive is 117 gigabyte. So this is smaller, so without the combined you can back it up quickly. Now we want to put it in a folder with the destination. So the destination, we want it to go to the I drive, or the terabyte. I'm just going to go. And send it to C drive, or a file called Backup Reflect C drive, I, or we can make a new one. Make a new folder. You can give it a new name. We'll call it test C. It's going to go there. We're not sending it to a CD or DVD burner. Backup file name. So that's where it's going to go. Backup Reflect C drive test C drive image da 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 da. I'm going to change that. And we go next. Don't worry about this one. Next. And then we go finish. So Here's the instructions that you can run this backup at any time by double clicking on the saved XML file. Give it a name. Let's back up. As we called this one test backup XML. Now you can change that too if you wish. Okay, so we go OK. So the process is now started. So this will make an image of the C drive, which can be easily restored to the startup disk. This will take a couple of hours to do. The next step is to create a rescue disk or USB stick. So we go to Reflect again. And we go to Other Tasks and create Rescue Media. So it tells you all about it here. Rescue media is required to cover your system if it will not boot. The Windows PE Rescue environment is a self-contained version of Windows containing the Macrium Reflect application. It will enable you to restore your system from a backup, fix booting issues, enable the system to boot on new hardware using redeploy. So all we have to do is we go next. 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 So we can either go for a CD DVD burner or a USB device. We go finish. So it says then please boot this new rescue media to ensure it works. So we close the computer down and then we will boot from that device when we start it up again. Okay. So very simple. One thing I received an error, and you have a help screen. You can go for help. And my problem was I came up with this thing here: backup aborted, unable to read from disk, error code 23, data error. And that was easily solved by run this check disk on the problem drive to relocate file system clusters to undamaged disk sectors. So basically followed these instructions and it works. So there's plenty of help there if you get a problem. I'd say that would probably be one common error, especially if you're backing up to an old hard disk, which I was, and there was a sector error on the disk somewhere, and running this program fixed it. Okay, so it's a fairly simple solution to when your computer crashes and won't work properly, is to just reinsert C drive and away you go. I had a problem where it might have been a virus or something went wrong, and I spent hours trying to fix it. I got the computer sort of working, but C drive, the system wasn't working properly, it was locking up, etc. So because at some point in time I'd made an image of the drives, I was able to use my rescue disk, find the image on my terabyte and reload it. Yes, it took about 2 hours to load, but when it loaded it worked properly. So I thought I'd also make an image of D drive, but when I did it I came up with error 23, damaged disk sectors. So I went to the help column and I found the answer to use check disk D:/R on the disk I was writing to, cleaned it up. Took quite a while actually to clean it up, to go through the whole thing, because it was the 2 terabyte disk. And then when I finished, I went back and made the image and it worked okay. So I have an image of C and D drive just in case, and I have my emergency startup disk. So it solves a lot of problems. Rather than trying to solve the problem and spend hours on it and then could finally lose everything. So I hope you find this helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Please note that you may have to enter the BIOS to set where it's going to start from. On my Sunny Vaio I have to press F2 on startup to enter the BIOS system, and then change where the computer will start from the next time I start it. Thank you.